can't believe I'm actually finally getting to film this video. This is so fucking cool. What makes a good Warhammer studio? Somewhere to airbrush? Check. Somewhere to paint minis? Check. Somewhere to 3D print? Check. Somewhere to ominously store your pile of shame? Check. My name's George Fist. Welcome in. Grab yourself a cuppa or whatever else it is you like to drink, and let's chat Warhammer. This Mondo Pepsi Max, by the way, I love them made. What are the 3 litres? Big old ball. Welcome to my new studio. I'm gonna throw back the past couple of days where we fixed some holes in the wall and put these up. The next few steps we have to do under here, you can open this up, and in here you see it needs a good clean, but in here I'm going to put some reinforcements, which means when I'm sat on here it's not really too much of an issue. We need to then get this drilled down in, get a rug, potentially a new chair, need to get some more furniture up for here. That one's staying, but this one's going. The rest of the furniture is going to be coming in. Over here, I need to get my airbrush booth up and ready. Maybe some art on the wall. And I need a way to soundproof it. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll see all that. But there's a lot of work to get on with. Just jumping in here. You've seen me on this video use power tools. If you are going to use power tools, don't do them like I do. Make sure there is an adult around. In that case, it is my wife. And make sure that you are practiced. Just whatever you do. Probably wouldn't use me as a good example for them, to be fair. So because I'm a big fat heifer, we need to reinforce this, as I said in the last video. So I've measured it, it's 38.5. We've got bits of wood. We're gonna get these installed and hope for the best. I'm a big sweaty boy now, but as Becky's about to show, there's anymore. There's a couple that do, but there's about to be another bit of wood that goes on top, which will spread the weight even further. We have these boards from when this was a bed, now it's a paint deck. Apologies for the state. We're gonna screw these in just because I think it'll spread the weight out a little bit evenly and make it less likely that my fat arse will fall through. Literally just gonna go around and just do that throughout the whole thing, and then we've got a rug which is somehow meant to be fit this, but it's about this big, so we'll come back on that one. This rug is apparently 120 by 170. I sort of get it being condensed in a roll. What I don't understand is how it's more done, in the sense of how's it going to also get wider. Rugs famously don't fold very well. Just fucking sends us flying. Oh, I don't feel like I've got much time. Oh, well, probably why it was £12. Did you say you came and measured this? Yeah. Are you sure? Right, this cut is going to be quite harsh. There was just points where I just didn't sort of think to actually pick up the camera because I just didn't think much would change. This studio is in my house, and one of the last things you want to do when you are doing DIY in your house or whatever is necessarily pick up a camera. So I do apologise for the cut, but there is good reason for it. And this video does only get more spicy from here. So this is the part where I'm like, oh, I didn't realise how much I did not record. So here's a quick update. This is being moved to here. This is my bureau. That was downstairs. It is there now. A lot of the stuff I did was moving things around, and moving things around isn't that fun to watch. All the stuff is set up on here. The printer has been moved to here, and we have my display cabinet with my miniatures in and some bits and pieces up here. Down here in the middle is a bunch of shite that needs to be cleaned up. And obviously on here is a bit of a mess at the moment. Now, why am I jumping you in here? Out here on the landing, other than just a titty, is this big box. And this big box is what is enabling me to do this studio video. This is a sit-stand desk from Offico. You're gonna see me build this, and Offico are the sponsor of this video. You are seeing me build this desk. Yes, I'm building it. And it isn't on my own, to be fair. All in total, it took about 2 hours following this very nice, thick, well printed and well labeled manual instructions. So why a sit-stand desk for painting minis? You can set it at the height it is now, which is like a normal sitting height, which, although brilliant for a desk, isn't great for painting minis. You want to be able to get that desk up to a nice high height, to be able to get your elbows supported, and most importantly, it'll keep your back straight, steadying you for painting minis, but also looking after your back in the longer term. Hopefully my beautiful demonstration aided in you understanding that. This desk in particular from Offico can go from 76 centimeters up to 117. It has a 70 kilo weight limit, and you can set 3 presets with the buttons that are just behind us. But you could buy, realistically, any sit-stand desk for painting minis. Why am I sponsored by and recommending this one in particular? For me, there's 3 things that set this desk apart. First up, the drawers. They are amazing for painting minis. I've got one full of Citadel paints, one full of paints from any other brands, and one full of me stuff for building and painting all the different tools I use. Fantastic to have them at the tip of your fingers. Secondly, it having a built-in monitor riser has 2 things for me. First, when you look at it, these monitor risers allow you to put little baskets underneath. I got these from Home Bargains, and it adds a ridiculous amount of storage to your painting desk. And secondly, this desk in the monitor riser has 2 UK plugs or EU plugs and 2 USB-A ports. For me, that's like my painting lamp, and it's also making sure that my paint stirrer is powered with room for expansion. Bonus RGB. I know I said I was going to bring you back pretty much straight away, but it has been a day or 2. I'm starting to get stuff all sorted, and I'll do a full tour, but I've pretty much emptied all the stuff out of the bureau now, got it into places. What I need to go for, I need to find some little baskets to go under here, probably go to Home Bargains. But look, we are starting to get there. This looks amazing with the glow. It is time for the final tour of the studio. You'll see a bit more B-roll, but this is the 3D printing station. I need to get this back up and running, but I will do. There's nothing really necessarily wrong with it, just needs a bit of lube, more filament, and some ways to stick down. This top drawer is all 3D printing supplies. I have a soldering iron, some extra filament, and some other bits and pieces. Next drawer down, we have the camera gear. I need to organise this a lot nicer, but we do have the camera. We have the other bits and pieces, and all the other things. Very fancy tour. In this bottom drawer, we have not quite pile of shame stuff. This does need organised a little bit more, but stuff that I sort of want to get round to painting, not within the pile of shame. Up here, we have the airbrushing station. So I have set up, this is an airbrush booth with both a light and an extraction. The extraction goes out of that window. Here we have the compressor, so I can do all those things. Arm, so that I can attach lights for when I'm filming big videos, and for putting on if I'm going to do any airbrushing. I'll move this around. Lego set, that's someone at the previous job got us. Water tubey thing. Obviously up on here, kitchen room. We have under here some storage space, so I've got all of my Bitsbox stuff, all of my stuff for airbrushing, and there is some Kill Theme stuff I'll probably never use in that bag, and on there that I probably want to paint for B-roll. I think it'd be really nice for B-roll. Window, more airbrushing supplies, upcoming video of a Seraphim Spearhead 24-hour challenge, some cotton buds for airbrush. Over here, we then have the bureau. On the bureau, up here, we have all this stuff for spare storage, Nurgle teddy from when I was a bairn, some other bits and pieces. In this top drawer, we have some more painting supplies, just some extra bits like decal fixers I might never use, makeup sponges, grip tape, sponges, oil paints, all these sorts of stuff, and miscellaneous stuff to play Warhammer with. Like they're going to be out of date now, we're going into 11th, mission packs, all that sort of stuff. Coming into this drawer, we have more spare bits, stuff I don't use, and all of my sprays. Mother Dearest called and interrupted. In this bottom drawer, we have a bunch of cork, and under there is some Legions Imperialis stuff. But this is just offcuts of cork that I use for other bases and some more like thicker cork, and then them that I've used for spray pads before. Of course, my light is died, but under here is just, as you saw at the beginning, a bunch of storage space that I'll be using for a variety of things. And now we get on to the meat of this. So you have seen me speak about this desk, obviously in the sponsor segment, but we do have the off-the-go desk, sit-stand desk, making it a bit easier for painting, but just a bit more in-depth look. Got some just bits to have on display, but also like upcoming projects. Again, upcoming project stuff plugged in, more upcoming projects that I need to do. I need to get some photo frames for these, probably go along that wall. And the drawers for a bit of more in-depth look. In there, and in there. And finally, we have in the room a display cabinet. Best paint stripper ever, and it no longer exists. Sad, sad. Imperial Fist Purity Seal. Just a random dice box. R2D2 diffuser, how cute's that? An Imperial Fist guy. And in here we have all of the minis on display. So we have a Land Raider Crusader, Redemptor, Spit. I've painted on it on this channel before. So this is sort of me current standard and what I want my army to look like. This is my old standard and what I used to paint like. These are minis that I play with, but I haven't painted, but are fully painted. And some Lego. Random squad that I have finished painted, so should have went in the cabinet. And a D6 trophy that broke. And wooden spoon and Mort Kills trophy. And a random Mortarian on the bottom. That is the tour. I'm going to throw back to myself. Well, do I have my perfect studio? It's getting there. And it's 100% better than what I had downstairs. I truly love it. I really do, and I only hope it gets sort of better from here. It enables me to paint more minis, it enables me to make hopefully better content for you all, and hopefully just overall reducing the barriers to help me become a better miniature painter. And finally, maybe finish a fucking army. So here's to future content, here's the future of our channel. Thank you everyone for watching. Please subscribe, please hit that like button, share with your friends, and let's continue to hobby together.